time for another G.I. Joe toy review. Last week we looked at the Crimson Attack Tank, the Sears exclusive. I got a lot of very good feedback on that. That tank is simply beautiful. What I did not point out was the custom tank that I did. Yeah, this gun here on the top is a 3D print. 3D printed gun. It comes in green and red, one for the Crimson Attack Tank. So the stickers are correct on there. So I made this custom because I didn't think I was ever going to get a Crimson Attack Tank, and as I had mentioned before, that the price was very good, so I did make that purchase. And sometimes it is cheaper to purchase a vehicle that is not complete and then later on complete it by buying the parts that you need. Today we're going to take a trip back to 1987 when G.I. Joe started getting weird. Yes, we had the G.I. Joe movie that came out, and I know it gets a bad rap, but I like it. I do like that movie. There are some things I could do without the whole Cobra la 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 battle cry. That was it. That was enough of that. But G.I. Joe started stepping outside of the military spectrum and was looking at more of the sci-fi element. We're looking at an interesting vehicle. I call it a Transformer G.I. Joe mashup. It's the Costal Defender. Yes, the 1989 Coastal, or 87 Coastal Defender. It was on the shelves through 89 when it was discontinued. It did have a box variant for the refrigerator promo, the refrigerator Perry promo. So I will pull up those pictures. Its original retail price was $2.37. So let me pull those pictures up of what the box looked like. So the Coastal Defender was one of those smalls that I like. Pretty much everybody could afford one. The kid could get money from the couch cushions, from underneath the couch cushions to buy one. That's how inexpensive it was. That vehicle it's quite interesting. It's a towed vehicle, and I'll get more into that when we look at it. John did have this. We played with it briefly before he went back to Colorado. I think he had it 1 or 2 days, then he went back to visit his dad for the summer and just didn't come back. He decided to stay up there. But yeah, I remember helping him put it together. Actually, I watched and he put it together. It's interesting to me. It reminds me of a stagecoach, and one other vehicle or one other thing that it could be. But I guess what it's designed to do is just be towed somewhere, left. It's incognito, really, and it could open up to defend a certain area, a coast, really. So the Joes would have a bunch of these. They'd pull them up along a beach somewhere, up on cliffs, and when it detects trouble, it'll open and defend the position. So without any further ado, sorry I didn't have better childhood memories. We may have played with it, but I don't recall much playing with it much. I did make one comment about it, and John thought it was pretty funny, and I'll make that comment once we take a look at it. So I can't unsee it once I've said it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this vehicle. All right, so here it is. You can see, yeah, it looks like a stagecoach or one of the old gypsy wagons you would see in an old Hammer horror film, especially the werewolf. And it has this nice little tow bar on the front, done in gray. The bottom is hollow. 4 sculpted wheels, mushroom pegged on. Some nice detail on those wheels. It is made to look like wood grain, and they did a very good job of that right here along the back as well. Be careful with these tabs, they do tend to break off or bend, so be careful with that. It's 2 sculpted on jerry cans. The other side just the exact same. So this is the transforming feature of the vehicle. If I can figure out how to do this again, I've only done it once. So let me pause this real quick. Okay, so first what I figured, you can drop down this walking board. The side panel drops down to reveal these missiles. This panel drops down as well. The missiles, I don't quite care for. They are identical. They're pretty cool looking. They're made out of a hard plastic, but what I don't care for is that they flop down like that. They do rotate, so that's a nice feature. Let me pause this again. I apologize. Okay, so after flattening it out, you have to take the top portion off. This command seat right here has the 2 joysticks on the front and a little control panel right back here. The command seat actually slides into the back portion here where the door or the ramp fit, and you're supposed to slide the seat. I can see now why John and I only didn't play with this much. You slide the seat onto that, prop the back portion up. Now there is a slot right down here at the bottom where this tab plugs into, and the 2 parts, they snap into the frame. I'm not going to force it in there, but we get the point. So not the mistake, but the comment that I made is this is the G.I. Joe team's portable outhouse. You see it has that look to it, in a way, if you stretch the imagination. But yeah, that's what it reminded me of, an outhouse. The radar dish here on the top rotates around. Then here's the ladder that goes up to the front. And on the sides, you'd see that there's more of that wood grain. Some electrical cords that go around. They're on both sides. But it's a very simple vehicle, but difficult to assemble. I apologize for that. I only assembled it once, and that's when I got it. The guy sent it to me in a bunch of pieces. The seller did. And to reassemble, you detach the seat from that clip. Take the seat out. Fold this under. Attach it, this clip right into this slot, and the two pegs there, or slot, whatever they're called, they attach right into this back portion. Guess I should have done that part first. Okay. Now if you take note that this is starting to get some wear marks on it, so be careful of those pegs there. Then you put the toilet seat back in any way possible. Put the rockets back under there. Oh, this part comes out. I am just having a tough time with this thing today. Okay, once you get that folded up, just go ahead and slide the ramp in, and you got your trailer again. Alright, so that's where I got the transformer concept in my mind, is it opens up into something completely different. Since Transformers was owned by Hasbro, could very well have been inspired. But this is a neat little vehicle. Definitely something you could fleet build with. Frustrating as heck, but I'm sure with practice you could get it to work for you. Like I said, I only did it once before, and that was putting it together. Should have practiced a little more before this video, but you know, I'm not aiming for perfection on this. I'm just a guy talking to a bunch of other people about toys. So, yeah, I do recommend that you get this. It's a cool little toy, fairly inexpensive, not real popular. It's not one that people are banging the doors down to get. So, loss of words here. Would I buy more? Yeah, I would at least get another one. Downfalls to this: it's hard to assemble and disassemble. The missile brackets, they're real floppy. It could be also be designed to put together with the missiles on the outside, if you so choose. See there, looks kind of cool, but with the bracket, like I said, being as floppy as it is, I really, that's a downfall for me. But I do like the fact that it rotates. The missiles are pretty decent. They're made out of a hard plastic. Very bland though. Kind of looks like the They're looked like they were modeled after the Rattler missiles, with the fins being the way they are. But yeah, it's nice. It's an interesting vehicle. Like I said, I had mentioned to John that this reminded me of an outhouse, and you know, we had fun with that concept. But yeah, get one. You know, they display nice. It's an out-of-the-way piece, unassuming, and I think that's the idea behind it, is it being so unassuming. You know, it does have its frustrations. So yeah, pick one up. That brings me to my next segment, Byron's Gripes. Yes, if you are looking for this on the aftermarket, there are a few available. Actually, I only found 2. That's more than a few, less than a few. A couple of them. Excuse me. Complete with the blueprints, $25 or better offer. Incomplete, it's just missing a few of its missiles. $17.99. It's into Byron's Gripes. Yeah, it's really hit or miss with this, I guess. When I looked for it this past December, I found a few of them out there. And this one was the cheapest, and I don't recall it ever being more than 30 bucks. I don't remember what I paid for this. It wasn't a lot. But I do like it when it's in this mode right here as the trailer. Pretty cool. The plastic is soft. Made out of that softer plastic. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's the review. Dell, I have a message. Last week, Dell had sent me a 1986 roadblock. I have his accessories, but somebody else watching the video said they have his file card that they will send me. So that's why I didn't review roadblock today. I should have mentioned at the beginning. So when that file card comes in, I will definitely review roadblock. You know, I wasn't going to chase down a file card. Those aren't all that important to me. I like them, like having them. They're neat, but I don't need them to do a review. So since somebody was sending me that file card, I thought, yeah, why not? I'll go ahead and review it when I get the file card. So I do appreciate that, and Vinny as well. He has sent me a bunch of Joes before too, and a few other people. There's too many names to mention. They're all down in the description, all the names of the channel supporters who have supported the channel in one way or another. But I do greatly appreciate it. Those donations do help out. So, all that being said, thank you guys very much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support, especially your comments. That's a highlight of my day when I get to read your comments and respond to them. YouTube is, I don't know if it's just my end of it or what, but I get comments late. So if I respond to you, 3 weeks later, it's because I didn't see your comment. And I do apologize for that. I try to get to them as quick as possible. So I do really appreciate you guys leaving comments. So let's go ahead and end this video, huh? So always, guys, remember, wash your hands, wear your masks, social distancing, triple S, safety, sanitize, and 6 feet. always be kind to one another. You never know what kind of day somebody is having. A little kindness goes a long way. And especially be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. So stay tuned next Tuesday for another G.I. Joe toy review. Until then, this is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. Have a great day. Bye-bye.